You know what? Last year I had this knee injury, and this year I have this shoulder injury. When you're active, it's not a matter of if, like I say, it's a matter of when you're going to have an injury. So if we let these injuries get in the way of our taking care of ourselves in other ways that we can still take care of ourselves, then we're not going to maintain the progress, the results that we get. And we're just going to be stuck. And I don't want to be stuck. I don't know about you. I don't want to be stuck. But that's the difference between just, constantly trying to do some kind of a diet or just do workouts, random workouts, and you're frustrated because you're still not making results. You're still not getting results. This is what I'm going to talk about in this episode today. I'm super pumped because I have an exciting challenge that you're going to not want to miss. And I'm going to talk all about it in this episode. I know you're going to relate. I had an exciting time talking about this challenge. And actually, I should just tell you here, this episode, I went live on Instagram to share this whole thing. So I actually recorded this podcast while I was live on Instagram, which, by the way, rock stars and all of you rock star ladies on Instagram, thanks for hanging out with me on that live. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for the questions too. So thanks again. And I hope to see you in the Rockstar Body Jumpstart Challenge. Go check it out in the show notes. Yes, this episode is sponsored by Rock That Fitness Coaching. All right. We'll see you in this episode. I have some exciting things I want to talk about today. And so I thought, what better way than to go ahead and do a live here on Instagram. So let me, first of all, tell you who am I? My name is Anna Wilson. My little nickname is Anna Rockstar. There's a story behind that. Hey, Tina, how's the shoulder? Yes, thank you for asking. I am going to totally talk about that. Not a lot, but I'm going to touch on that. It's better, but we've got some work to do. So anyways, again, my name is Anna Wilson. I am a personal trainer, strength coach, nutrition coach. I am a nurse. I have been, I'm the founder and creator of Rock That Fitness Coaching. But we've been doing this for over 5 years now for our women I serve mostly women over 40, somewhere between 40 and 60, and some are on the outside of that parameter. But yeah, we're having a great time. So I want to tell you a little bit about my story, because if you come to my page, you're going to see that I've had what some people would consider a significant transformation. Sometimes people look at it and it seems like unbelievable, I guess. But this happened back in 2017 and 2018 at the age of 46, when I finally, I don't know, something clicked for me, and it was time for me to do things in a way that was going to be sustainable long term. I had tried a lot of different diets. I had been a repeat offender of WW Weight Watchers. A lot of people that know me know me from Weight Watchers back then. But this was different for me this time. I had done some things completely different this time in terms of my nutrition, and in terms of my fitness. And so I had this very, I don't know, dramatic transformation. I say I'm not special. Anyone can do the things that I'm doing, that I have done, to not just shed the fat, build muscle, get strong and lean over the age of 40, and learn to maintain it with ease. And it's not that I'm somebody special. I just chose to make the decision to do the things that it takes, what's required to do. And it's the long game. And it's really actually very simple. And like I always tell our clients, we could, tell you how to do it. Like, that's not the hard part. The part that needs to matter to you is why you're going to do it. And that has to come from a place inside of you where you have just made a decision that you're worth it. You deserve it. And then you know that you're going to detach yourself from the outcome, and you're going to do what's required. And actually, what's wild and amazing to me is that this way of doing things, which is scientific approach, which is proven and effective, is really the shortest way to do it, because all of the shortcuts out there that we've all tried are going to be just going to be taking you back to square one, the beginning. So I don't want to spend a lot of time on myself. I do want to say that I am a mom of three. I have three grown children. It's been, gosh, just this past year, learning to enjoy the empty nest phase. So when I did kick off my journey, I will say this, and even now, I'm working full time, more than full time. I'm managing a business. I have family responsibilities as well. I have a band I'm in, that I manage, a local band that I'm the lead singer in. So I am very, if you want to call busy, but I am busy by choice in terms of what I do. I'm as busy as I want to be. And I believe that we're all as busy as we want to be. But I just say that because when I did decide that enough was enough, I was a nurse at the time. I was working in the hospital, actually in the surgical hospital, when I had just come to a point where, as much as I loved nursing and helping people in that capacity, I was just so drawn to helping other women achieve their own body transformation, because I'm just so passionate about it. I know the struggle. I know how frustrating it is. I know the emotional side of it. I really feel like I have a strong understanding of it from that point of view. And I couldn't think of anything that I wanted to do more. So I stepped out. I actually just took a leap of faith back in 2019. I left my nursing position, which I loved so much, to do what I do today. And I'm so happy about what I do. I get to serve women and watch them transform not just their body, but their mind and their entire life. And it's like one of the most rewarding things that I've ever done in my life. I'm getting emotional here about it. Try not to. So that's a little bit about me. And hello, those of you here. I'm actually recording this as a podcast episode too. This is going to drop tomorrow. My voice feels kind of scratchy and rough today because I had a wild and crazy show last night out in Port A. It was spring break. It was a blast, and I did a lot of yelling. I sang, of course, throughout the entire show, but I did a lot of yelling. It was a lot of fun, and that's why my voice feels I've been kind of hoarse today. But I'm excited because I have something very exciting coming up to to allow more women to experience what we do inside of Rock That Fitness coaching, which I don't even really like to call it a membership anymore, although it is a membership. But the way that we serve in here really comes down to coaching. Myself and the leadership team of Rock That Fitness, we are committed to genuinely caring. We just really care so much and so deeply for all of our Rockstar women, our clients in Rock That Fitness. And so it's beyond a nutrition program. It's beyond a strength training program. We have our tools in here, but we are here to coach. And so more and more, I'm learning as as a businesswoman, as a coach, just how to better serve our people and how to better reach more women for what we're doing to serve. And so it is coaching. It's a coaching program. And I love it so much because I actually really get to know our women, our clients, especially the ones that are engaged and committed and doing the thing and doing their check-ins weekly. And I know them and I love them as a family, and I love them and I love their own personal stories, their own personal life, their families. I get to know them and get to coach them on a personal level. And I love that. Even though we are a community, we also do have one-on-one coaching. But aside from that, I want to share this exciting thing that's coming up that I've been kind of teasing and talking about. We did this free challenge called JUMPSTART back in the fall, and I decided to do it again. I'm going to do it even bigger, even better. I'm excited. We just opened up registration for this free 7-day Rockstar Body Challenge. It's going to be coming up, and we're going to kick it off on March 31st. But right now we're doing registration. And so I thought, what better way than to come in here live and share about it, as well as do a podcast episode that's going to drop tomorrow. And I've been working all morning to get my voice to a point that I can actually talk, because this morning I was so hoarse I could barely talk. But anyway, I can talk now. Still a little bit on the hoarse side. So I want to share. And by the way, the deadline to sign up for this free 7-day Rockstar Body Challenge, Jumpstart Challenge, is March 28th. So, but don't delay, because we're already inside here. Women are already, they're registering, they're already in here. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what this is all about, because I want you to know exactly what it's about. And I've just super pumped about it. And we've already got, a lot of women have already signed up, because I opened up registration for this free challenge yesterday. And I'm excited, because here y'all come, and I want you ladies to come on in here. I want you to experience what Rock That Fitness coaching is all about, the tools that we use, the app that we use, the strength training programming that we do, and also just the vibe, the Rockstar vibe, and the community, the support, the strength, the love, the encouragement that's in here. So what the challenge is going to be, when we do kick it off in March, is going to be in March 31st. I shouldn't say in March. We're in March 31st, because that is a Monday, and that's when we're going to kick off training. But like I said, deadline is March 28th to get registered. But don't delay. We're going to start off in here. Ladies are already introducing themselves and getting a feel for what's coming by being inside of the Rock That Fitness app, which is powered by Trainerize. So if you have ever used Trainerize, the app for strength training and tracking your strength training and that kind of stuff and your habits, that's what we use. It's just branded for Rock That Fitness. So what else do we have in here? So this is the thing for women over 40. I know that when I start to talk to a woman over 40, or 50, we have specific challenges at this age, because we are aging. It's not a problem. It's just another phase of life that we need to learn how to navigate smartly with strategy, because the same principles apply when it comes to fat loss. No matter what your age is. However, I know that we have challenges over the age of 40 that a lot of women are not aware of. And once you start to understand the different challenges, and by the way, y'all in here on my live, I'm recording a podcast episode right now, and I wanted to come in here live because I want to give you guys the option of asking any questions if you want to. I'm glancing down here at the comments. So please feel free to make this interactive. If you have any questions while I'm sharing this information, just put it here in the comments and I'll be glad to answer. But we have a lot of different challenges over the age of 40. And I see a lot of you Rockstar ladies from RTF are in here. Hey, you're in my live. You're in my Instagram live. So we have other challenges over the age of 40. We're not going to pretend like they're not there, right? We've got hormones that are shifting. Our body is changing because of that. And we have a lot of responsibilities, us ladies that are we're still in the workforce. We're still navigating our families, our kids. Maybe they're in high school, maybe they're graduating, maybe they're in college. But then we also have the added responsibilities, a lot of us, of our aging parents. So we're in a place in our lives where we've got a lot going on, and we can't just pretend like it's not. And we tend to pour out ourselves to everybody and everything. And then we tend to neglect our own physical body, our own emotional and mental well-being, and really with not even noticing, because we're just so busy. And if that's you, I'm pretty sure you're already thinking, yes, I'm so busy. I'm not even getting enough sleep, because we tend to neglect ourselves. We're doing so much. And this is I think the reason why we do so well in Rock That Fitness, women in this phase, because we understand the challenges, and I understand the challenges. So we are looking at, right, we want fat loss, but we're not going to be getting what we want, the real results of actually shaping our bodies, sculpting our bodies, increasing our metabolism, getting stronger, building muscle, losing inches, all the things that we really want that goes beyond what that scale weight says. And these are the things that matter more than that scale weight, because the scale is only going to measure one thing, and that's the entire weight of your body. But yes, I'm going to address this in Jumpstart. We're going to address this because the last time we did Jumpstart, the free Jumpstart challenge, we really just focused in on allowing the women. It was great because the women really enjoyed the programming, the strength training programming inside of the app. But we didn't really go deep and talk about anything having to do with nutrition or mindset. But after doing a survey and a poll here in my Instagram, all of you ladies helped me out and shared more and more just how much these things matter to you, like really dialing nutrition, having so many questions about nutrition and wanting to simplify it. And it really is simple. So that, and the mindset piece, which a lot of women are like finally realizing, and me too, that this is the biggest thing, right? Back when I started to actually have my transformation, started changing, and all these years that I've been able to maintain, this is like one of the biggest pieces. Changing the way that we think, changing the way that we believe, changing these things, this inner programming of our mind, which helps us to become consistent, which helps us establish a healthy lifestyle and these habits that are required to be established. And these are the things that help us to stay consistent. So that too, in this Jumpstart challenge, this free 7-day Jumpstart challenge, I'm going to be doing some live training to address these things and give you some insight, some things to help you clear up all of the crazy, confusing messaging that's out there all over on social media, everything you've been programmed with, all the questions, and help you understand really what it takes. And it's not complicated, and it's not confusing. It's just a skill that needs to be learned. And then the more you practice it, the easier it gets. You just get better at it. So definitely going to be doing some live coaching and training in nutrition for fat loss, nutrition for performance, as well as what the heck is going on? Why are we not being able to be consistent? That's been like that's one of the biggest complaints that I hear from women, because you're putting in the work, you're working hard, you get excited, you get motivated, and then the excitement, the energy wanes, and then you're back at square one. And it's like you're just frustrated because why can't you stay consistent? Why can't you do the thing you said you're going to do? And I get it. And that's the stuff we're going to talk about and we're going to work on in this 7-day challenge to get you a jump start into actually making progress in a way that you're going to be able to sustain. And then you will continue to make progress and you will continue to surprise yourself and be amazed at just how simple it really is. And along with that, you're going to get to experience how powerful it is to be in a community of like-minded women. It's just unmatched. It's just, I cannot explain it enough. That's why I'm so excited to do this, because then you can experience it for yourself. Looking here at my notes, what else am I forgetting here? I'm not forgetting it. Okay. Yeah. So you'll get to experience the app, our Rock That Fitness app. You're going to come in here, like I say, and learn how to use the app and learn more about exactly experiencing it. Because, I talk about Rock That Fitness all the time on the outside. Y'all know, like, this is what I do, right? And I'm sharing it in my Instagram stories, and I'm sharing it, on Facebook, in my feed. If you meet me on the street, it's going to come up, and it's not even going to be because I brought it up. The conversation will get there, and you will know that this is my passion. This is what I love. But nothing I say can actually give you the experience. And this is the reason why I'm super excited to open up the doors and say, come on in here for 7 days. This is the no judgment zone. This is the place where you can come in and, like, check it out. what is this all about? You're going to experience it. You're going to experience me as your coach. You're going to see exactly what's going on here. And how we do our programming. I want to talk about this for a minute because a lot of women, when we say, you know what, you need to build muscle. Yeah, okay. They start doing workouts with dumbbells or whatever weights or resistance training you're doing. And you're just doing random workouts. But here's the key that women, when they finally discover this, is like, it's game changing. It was for me. This is why I'm so passionate about it. It's not just doing workouts, not just doing workouts. We actually we do programming that is designed specifically for you to build muscle and get stronger. And in our Rock That Fitness app, you're able to actually log your workout. So it doesn't take hours and hours in the gym like so many people think. And it doesn't take working out and sweating and doing all this intense stuff. It's quite the contrary. When you have a strategy and a plan, it's like the whole saying, the cliche, work smarter, not harder. And this is key. And it's really true, especially for us ladies over the age of 40. We have to be strategic when it comes to our workouts and our training. And that's what we do in Rock That Fitness. So you'll choose a 3-day a week programming where you're going to be doing a lower body, an upper body workout, and a full body workout. That's 3 days a week, which, by the way, if you don't know this, I have only been, if you see my transformation, it might look like I'm in the gym 7 days a week, lifting weights and barbells and all that stuff. And that's not true. I have only been going to the gym to strength train 3 days a week every week. Well, aside from the weeks that I'm, you know, out of town or I'm sick or whatever. But seriously, I've been consistently going to the gym just 3 days a week with my strength training. And that's how I've been doing it. And this is how I teach our ladies in Rock That Fitness, that it doesn't take hours and hours and hours of working out. It takes being smart and strategic with your workouts. And then, of course, you need to understand nutrition. And so I don't know about you, but for me, this was key because for years I worked out hard. I did workouts, but I struggled in this area of nutrition because I said, well, I know what I need to do. I just am not doing it. Listen, ladies, if you know what you need to do, but you're not doing it, this is the hard truth that nobody wants to believe, but that means you don't know. Because if you knew, then you would be doing it. And I am the first to admit that I was saying that all the time. As a nurse, I know what I need to do. I'm just not doing it. I'm too busy. All the excuses, all the limiting things that we say to ourselves. But we're not. How long? Hey, Crystal, how long do you spend in the gym when you go to the gym? Typically, a training session should last me 45 minutes to an hour, typically. If I'm at the gym any longer, y'all know it's because I'm doing video, creating videos and doing stuff like that, or I'm talking to somebody. But honestly, it shouldn't take you more than 45 minutes to an hour to knock out an effective strength training program. And so what we do in there is so if you were to do a Rock That Fitness strength training program, you're going to be doing a 3-day a week. Later, you might do a 4-day a week, but it's the same exercises, 3-day a week, 4-day a week split. Not one is not better than the other. They're just broken up differently. But typically it's a 3-day a week split, a lower body and upper body, and a full body strength training program. You'll be doing the same workout on a lower body one week, the next week, and the following week, or the upper body that day. You're going to be doing the same exercises week to week because you're going to be logging how much weight you're doing, how many reps you did for each of those, how many reps you did for each of those sets. And then as you log this in the app, this is the exciting part. Each week, as you're progressing and you're getting stronger, you can see the progress happening because you're actually logging this. This is what's not happening in your random workouts. You don't have no idea, because if you don't track it, how can you measure it? This is why we track our workouts. So again, we're doing structured strength training programming. If you want to have a plan, not have to figure it out or wonder what's going on or randomly kind of go around the gym, or even if you have dumbbells at home and you don't know what to do, here's your plan. It's right here. It's on the app. You follow it. You follow it consistently week to week, and bam, girl, you will get strong. If you're doing the workout consistently, not perfectly, but consistently on a routine, your strength and your muscle building is inevitable. It's the same thing with our nutrition. If you are doing the things that are necessary, it's not complicated. But if you are working on your skills, you are tracking your calories and your protein on a consistent basis, you're hitting your targets consistently, your target calorie, your target protein, your success is inevitable. So this is what we do in Rock That Fitness. It's not rocket science. It's just a strategy, a plan. You pick up the tools, you put them to work, you remove the judgment, you get clinical about it, you just do it. And you keep learning and you keep repeating and getting better and better at it. And over time, you're going to get the results. Question here. Do the workouts tell you how long are the rest periods in between sets and reps? Great question. Yes, Crystal. The programs do tell you exactly. It'll tell you, here's your exercise. Here's how many sets you're going to do. Here's how many reps. And it's designed specifically in an order to do them in the order the exercises are put in. They're not just go in there and do whatever you want. You have to follow the programming. It's designed specifically the way it is on purpose with intention. And yes, it does have the guides in there. It tells you how much rest periods you're going to have between your sets. So I hope that answers your question. So I will open it up for questions here now that I'm, pretty much wanted to give you an idea of what this Jumpstart, this free 7-day Jumpstart challenge is going to be all about. And here's the thing. I wanted to do this now. I feel like the timing is just so great because I know that many of you ladies, you kicked off the year with a plan and excitement, something you were doing probably on your own, right? Because you're smart. You can understand how to open up my Fitness Pal or whatever food app, and you could, put in your thing and say, I'm going to do this and start working out. But this is typically the time. Okay. I know this from experience. I know this from experience for myself and also our clients that come in here and they're like, gosh, I wish I would have done this sooner, because we get kicked off in the year, we get excited, and somewhere we just didn't keep going because we didn't have like the group, the community to help us, encourage us. You didn't have a coach to be there to check in with, because there's hard times on this road and we need each other and we need accountability. It doesn't matter who you are. It's needed. Okay. None of us can do something amazing and great on our own. We need this. So this is a great time to get started and to do something in a way that you have never done it before. To do something in a way, not just in a way that you have never done it before, but in a way where you are going to actually make progress, get results, and learn the skills required to maintain it with ease. And I know that sounds wild and crazy and wow, is this really true? I'm here to tell you it's true. And you can even ask anybody, all of the rock stars and Rock That Fitness. Ladies, if you're here, please chime in the comments and let women know that what we do really does bring results. And I know you can see my results. You can see some of our rock stars I have posted progress of our members in RTF, and I'm probably going to do some more of that. I don't do enough of that. I really need to. I'm going to do better at that. But in answer to your question, yes, you can do our workouts from home. That's a great question. Thank you for asking that question. That's in my notes, I think. No, it's not. It should have been. But we have two options when you're in Rock That Fitness. You can do dumbbell and band program, or you can do a full gym access program. And you can do the dumbbell and band program at the gym as well. So you're not limited, and it doesn't matter where you are in your fitness journey. You can start in Rock That Fitness with us. We have beginners, intermediate, wherever you are. We're going to meet you right where you are, whatever level you're at. Let's see what other questions are here. Love it. Do you let us know how many calories, what the macros are set at? Yes, we're going to talk about that in this challenge. Absolutely. For sure, going to talk about that. Not only that, while you're doing this 7-day challenge inside of the Rock That Fitness app, when we do this, you're going to have me. You're going to have access to me. You're going to be able to ask questions to me. I am going to be here coaching you in the app, answering your personal questions. So, yes, I will help you with that. Alicia, yes, Alicia's one of our rock stars, and she is doing hers from home. We have a lot of women that build out their home gym and do their training from home. So that's great. Crystal, I like it when you have one of your rock stars on the podcast with you. Yes. Yes, I do too. So, Rockstar ladies, you see this? If you're listening, if you're watching, who wants to be on the podcast and share your story? Let me know, okay? Because we got people wanting to hear you talking about Rock That Fitness and your experience. All right, what else on my notes? I'm going to keep this a little bit. I don't want to. I don't want to drag on. I don't want this to be too long. Um, Gosh, I think that's it. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Okay, let me give you a little update. Now I'll talk a little bit since I told you about this. Before I go on, I do just want to say that what's one of the biggest differences between what sets us apart in Rock That Fitness compared to any all other programs out there is that we're not just going to give you a nutrition program and a strength training program and let you go and go be on your way. We do care about you, and you'll know that you're going to have support and you're going to have coaching. We're here to coach you. Oh my gosh, I'm just now noticing this is the weirdest thing. I think I have a filter happening on my Instagram live. So that's weird. That's a weird look. I just now noticed. I think that's a filter. Okay. So if you're going, why does she have a filter? Just know I'm not a filter girl. I'll play with filters once in a while, but I'm not a filter girl. So anyways, we're in there to coach and help you with mindset. And you can ask our Rockstar members, and they will tell you that one of the biggest things about being a member, being a part of Rock That Fitness coaching, what you gain from being here in Rock That Fitness is a huge change in your mindset, in the way that you think, and not just in the way you think about your food and your training, but really how you believe and think about yourself. It's going to take you to a new level in your life and in your personal growth, and we're all about that. So get in here, do the challenge, get in here for my 7-day free 7-day Rockstar Body Jumpstart challenge to jumpstart your physique in a way like you've never done before. All right, I want to talk a little bit here since I'm still here. I'm going to give you a little update on my shoulder, y'all. Those of you following me, I had a very gnarly, violent bike crash March 3rd. I'm remembering the date now because I'm having to write it down when I go to PT and stuff. I ended up actually injuring my right shoulder. It is injured. I have the clavicle bone and the acromion bone right here. That joint, it's separated by a grade 2, which grade 1 and 2 is not, surgery isn't typically indicated. I haven't seen a specialist yet. I have seen the physical therapist. I will be seeing a specialist coming up later this week. So I'll keep you filled in on that. But you know what? With that said, if you have been watching my story or you're just now coming across me and you're like, who is this chick with this transformation that she's maintained for all these years? It's been, since 2017 and 18 that I've been on my fitness journey. My fat loss journey ended, okay, in 2018. That's when I started living this Rockstar way. This is what I've been teaching and coaching ever since. And how this happens is by changing our mindset, by showing up consistently. It's not about these quick fixes, these shortcuts. And this is a perfect example of all the things that have happened along the way. It would be crazy. It would be absurd to imagine and think that I had an overnight transformation in a day. It didn't happen overnight. And maintaining my results is not something that's just, it takes consistency. It takes showing up even when it's tough, even when you have an injury. There are things you can do, even when you have life circumstances, even when something's going on, crisis, life crisis. Now, I'm not saying that during these difficult times you're going to be, nailing your rock star routine perfectly, like you always do. I'm just saying that you're still showing up in a way that proves to yourself, your subconscious mind, you, right, that you matter and that you are worth it. And it matters to consistently show up, whether you feel like it or not, showing up in the best way you can. I went to the gym this past week. I had my shoulder brace on because, girl, we still have all these other muscles that need to be worked. Why would I neglect the rest of my body just because one part is experiencing a limitation right now? We have several ladies in Rock That Fitness with limitations and injuries. We work around them. We don't work through them and, power through. I mean, understandably, when you have an injury, you need to take some time off to rest and recover that injury. But at some point, we get ourselves up and we get back to it in all the ways that we're still able to. I'm still able to hit my goals and my macros and my calories, to provide the nutrients that my body needs, the fuel it needs to heal, for one, but also to do all my daily things and to show up for my workouts fueled with energy. We're not here to cut out a bunch of calories, do intense workouts, all these crazy things that women are doing. They're just working against them. So I'm going to get back to this. It's consistency. So I'm telling you, I went to the gym. I'm going to keep on going to the gym. I'm going to start working on what I'm able to still do. Ladies, just because you have a limitation or an injury, there's no excuse. You could use that as an excuse. And I'll tell you right now, if you want to fight for your limitations and your excuses, I'm going to step on your toes and tell you this: you can keep them. If you want to fight for your limitations, you're welcome to keep them. And I know that sounds mean, sounds tough, but that's because I care and I love you and I know that you can arise above this. We can't live in this place where we're always blaming something or a circumstance or an event or some person. If you want to do that, you're going to stay right where you are. There will not be any progress. And that's me telling you from a place of love. So all these years, how have I been able to continue maintaining? Okay, not perfectly, but right, I've obviously maintained. On a personal level, I'm going to tell you the things. Back in 2020, so I'm talking about since I was maintaining, a lot of things have happened. My mother went through an open heart surgery back in 2020. That was a huge life thing that happened in my life. And I was there for her during the surgery, after the surgery, all that. All that time, I was packing my lunches, packing my food to go. I was getting up extra early to get my workouts in. I'll never forget that, because during those morning workouts, even the times when I was out walking the streets early morning in the dark with my flashlight and my weapon to protect myself, those were some times I needed to myself to reflect and know that I was still taking care of myself. And I got up early to do that because I still needed to show up for my life and the circumstances. And I was scared for my mom and her life. She went through open heart surgery. They actually opened up her heart to replace a valve. Then she had to move in with me for 30 or so days during COVID so I could take care of her and nurse her back to health. But all that time, I didn't say, oh, I have all this stuff going on and I can't take care of myself. Was it easy? No, but I did it because it's what's required to take care of myself. All right. What else? A lot of things. Family drama, teenagers in the house. Come on. You know what I'm talking about. If you're a woman raising teenagers, they're in high school, there's going to be teenage drama. We're not going to escape it. I had it. I had 3 teenagers at home. I was working full time. Okay. I'm still working full time. We know the drill. all of that for years during this time. Then I decided to have my own surgery. So if you followed my story, yes, because I was maintaining my physique and my fat loss for years, I finally decided, you know what? This excess fat, I mean, not fat, excess skin, it was not fat, it was all skin down here in my lower abdomen. I decided to get it removed. Let's cut that stuff off. There's no amount of exercise that was going to get rid of it. I was tired of it. I didn't like it. It was bothering me. I was able to do it. I know not everybody's able to, but I got it done. While I'm under the knife, let's go ahead and add some breast implants here because there was nothing there anymore. I went through that surgery, and I went through weeks and weeks and weeks where I was not allowed to work out like normal. But when I was allowed, I started walking. So I went through that. And then a year later, I had an issue with my breast implant, had to have those redone. But each time I still did whatever I was able to do. And that's what the Rockstar way is. It's doing whatever it takes, not perfectly, but you just keep showing up in the best way that you're able to. And that's what we do in Rock That Fitness. This is the community of women, the like-minded women. We're all going through this stuff, but we don't make excuses. Sure, we're going to have a day or two where we're feeling like crap. We're going to be down on ourselves sometimes. That's just human nature. Life's not perfect, but we will pick ourselves up and keep going. And we've got this beautiful, strong band of women who knows exactly what it's like to get kicked down, to have all these things happening in our lives. It's life, but we keep going. It's not perfect. I just share that with you because I see sometimes people go, gosh, I can't believe you went to the gym or whatever. I don't post this stuff to get accolades. I'm not posting this so people can say, you're so great, Anna. Wow, way to go. You're doing a great job. I'm not doing it for that reason. I'm just doing it because that's what I do. And I'm also doing it to say, this is what we do. This is what we do in Rock That Fitness. This is what I coach. And I would not ask you or challenge you to do the things that I myself don't do. All right. So I think I'm going to wrap this up. And I just want to say, if you are on that, I'm going to use the words that y'all use. I don't use these words. I don't like them. The struggle bus. You're all, going off the tracks. It's all part of your journey. You're right where you're supposed to be, girl. You're right where you're supposed to be because everything that you have experienced up until now is part of who you are. So just embrace it, embrace where you are now, but don't stay there. It's time to move on. It's time to do things differently and start looking at a vision of yourself that you never thought of before. Dream big. I want you to think about who you want to be, who you're becoming, who is the best version of you at this age, because we're not going back. And all the things we've done in the past, that's not going to work. The way that you think right now and the way that you have thought in the past, that thinking has to change. And we got to start working on that now and move forward and do it differently so that you can get what you deserve. And you deserve the best fitness conditioning you can be in, the best strength condition you can be in, the best health condition you can be in today at this age. Who are you going to become? What is your rock star body and mind? What's the vision of yourself? Let's jumpstart that. Come on in. I'm excited to get to know you personally, and let's do this together. Let's jumpstart your rock star body like you never have before. Yes, I know it kind of sounds sometimes like I'm being all marketing and commercially because that's just the way it sounds. But my heart is genuine and I want to see you. I want to see you do things you never thought possible because I know from personal experience and also from our clients in Rock That Fitness that it is possible. Start believing for yourself. All right. That's all I got for you in this podcast episode. I'm going to end the podcast episode here and tell you, go in the show notes, click on that button and join us for the free 7-day Rockstar Body Jumpstart. I will see you there. Self-care, self-love every day in all the ways. All right. Do I have your word? Rock on.